Shout out to my guy Vance and his blasting cannons, which also flips into Spitfire Bastion. Taking a look at a pretty sweet, interesting new card from Ixalan, and the whole set is out. And just want to say welcome and much love. Trav here, Sunday, currently hanging out in the farm, trying to make myself helpful, trying to be of service. Had a hard day of work, or a hard week of work, and another hard week of work ahead. Got a lot of plates I'm spinning and things that I'm juggling, and again, just want to come in and share my energy and say thank you, and I appreciate you, and keep going. I believe in you, and you're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I've got your back. I see it happening, and that's important. It's important for me to share this and use this platform to be helpful, even if I'm just reviewing some random magic card, which may or may not be played or useful. So enough of that. Vance's blasting cannons, 3 in a red for an legendary enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you flip the top card of your library. If it's a spell, you can cast it this turn. Otherwise, it gets exiled. And whenever you cast your third spell, you flip it into a land, and you can pay 3 and tap the land to do 3 damage to a creature or player. So a pretty sweet card, and you can see it is pretty similar to Outpost Siege. Outpost Siege was a great card, a strong card, strong constructed card. Although what's interesting is Vance's blasting. Oh, okay. First of all, how is Outpost Siege used? 2 ways. Some token strategies used it for the damage ability, but Outpost Siege was more commonly used as a card advantage engine for red decks to try to go long versus control decks, often as a sideboard card. And I see Vance's blasting cannons doing the same thing. What's interesting though is that Vance's blasting cannon is kind of competing with the same slot as Chandra as a 4-mana card advantage engine. And some of y'all will say, hey, this is worse than Chandra. Why would I want to play this? Especially because Chandra has this ultimate ability and can kill something, and Chandra's just way more versatile. And I don't even want to flip this thing, and then it's pretty clunky once it's flipped. It's a nice ability, but well, why play this when you could play Chandra? And my answer to that is, why not play both, right? Now you can have a red deck with so many card advantage engines that you can just control and run away with the game. And red's got the best removal now still, between Lightning Strike and Harness Lightning, and some of the new shock, and some of the new stuff that's printed. Abrade, right? It's just so many good things. So that's really what I see with this card, and how to use it, and how it will be used is as a extra. I mean, Chandra's a 4-of, baby. Like it's legendary. This is Chandra's 5 through 7, or you could play 3 of each because they're legendary. But it seems good in a red mid-range deck. Like you're playing Jund, I think you want both of these. Now, another advantage of this card, especially if you decide to go the mid-range strategy, is Chandra can be attacked, and this cannot, right? Especially if you have life gain, it just sits in play over time, accruing advantage. Over time, you're going to win on card advantage if you're able to even survive. Whereas Chandra, sometimes you play it and it just gets struck down and dies. So Vance's doesn't have that problem. Vance's also flips into Spitfire Bastion. So let's talk about this card a little bit. By the time you're flipping it, you cast 3 spells. You've probably got a lot going on, and maybe you can use a finisher, a way to finish the game. At which point, why not have this card, which you can tap, 3 damage here, 3 damage there. I don't know. It's kind of medium, but I could definitely imagine. Sometimes you get them low and you want to flip it, or you want to take over with this. Other times you just try not to cast your 3rd spell. You're red, so a lot of your stuff's going to be instant speed. You can hang on, play it during their turn. So that's what I think. Now I'm interested in seeing what you have to say, especially if you have any lists. Are you playing Jund mid-range or something like that with Vance's blasting cannons? or red control. We'd like to see the list in the comments. That would be cool. And also, once again, appreciate you being here and thank you. I've got a lot of other stuff that I'm working on that I've mentioned. Ways to check that out are on my other channels, Travis Wu and How to Internet Better. I'm working really hard on learning and sharing as much as I possibly can, having an amazing time out here and trying to pass on as much as I possibly can from that. Been through a lot of shit in the last couple of years and way on the rise, really blasted off this past year and trying to keep the momentum going as much as possible. So make sure to check it out, see what I'm up to, see what we're up to over there. And if you need anything, ask me a question in the comments here or over there. Appreciate you and look forward to hearing from you. Peace.